on me. I'm broke and shit. Hold on. I want to invite him in here. Hold on.
I think I'm drinking
Here
some
we go.
cheap shit.
Yo,
Chop it up.
hold on.
Yo,
Yo, is this Flakko from No Jumper?
yes, sir.
Yo, what's good with you, brother?
Oh. Is
Yo,
this the
first,
federal
bro, I just want
agent?
to say, bro, this is like surreal to me, my nigga, bro. Yo, bro, I've been a chat nigga since like fucking 13 years old, my nigga.
Oh, that's
Bro, I appreciate you,
fire.
man.
Hey, yo, listen. I started out the stream. I was trying to give you some advice, just because I want you to win, and I don't want you to get played and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like, when I saw that viral clip, I was like, man, I want to make sure you're armed with the best advice that maybe like you might not understand now, but like 2 years or 3 years down the line, you will. And that's really the goal. But you know what I mean?
Heck, ask that nigga who be looking out for him. He'll tell you out of his own mouth.
Yo, Flacco, man, do my nigga AD be holding you down? Because I was gonna get on his ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna
Nah,
get on this nigga's
nah.
ass.
Yo, listen, bro. Like, AD
Keep it
definitely hold me
100. Hold
down,
on,
bro.
hold on. I don't want you. I know he might give you a wedgie at work tomorrow. I want you to keep it 1,000. The same way you looked at that nigga in the face and said, "Suck my dick." Keep it 1,000.
Yo, bro, I'll keep it a buck, yo. Like, AD definitely, bro, he definitely, like, been holding me down, bro, like, since the very beginning, you feel me?
Okay.
Now, like the last couple of days, you feel me? I do understand, though. He's kind of like angry at me because, yo, bro, I put him in a bad situation, right? Now with that situation, though, act, you feel me? Like the dude threatened me like 2 days before, you feel me? So like I
Who?
wasn't even coming into the interview like on some like journalistic type
Wait, wait,
shit,
wait,
right?
wait. Who threatened you? Who threatened you?
16 shot him.
Wait. Why? If he threatened you 2 days before, why would you sit down with him unless, like, y'all were gonna address it up front that he threatened you?
Right here, right? So like, and he okay, so like how like everything like played out though, right? So I had a guy on my show, right? And the guy was called Ben McKellar's manager. So the guy was saying some things, and 16 shot him felt like I was being biased or co-signing it, right? So like he texted me, like saying how like he got folks in LA, be careful, et cetera, though, right? So I was not even coming into the interview like on, on some like yo, like gonna like conduct like a real interview. It's to me that shit was war. You feel me? And that's where I went wrong, right? I shouldn't have like used the platform or like, look at the sit down as war. I should have came in as a journalist. You feel me? So that right there, I was wrong. You feel me? You know. And now during that interview though, and he did say I'm a dick sucker. Now my thing is this, all right? I'm a civilian. You feel me? Right? I'm a pussy nigga. Right? You feel me? Like, bro.
PNA, brother.
But right? But if you say, yo, like you like a dick sucker, and then, like later on down the interview, I say suck my dick, I don't see like the two different things, right? But folks look at me as a civilian and say, you supposed to sit down and take his disrespect, but like when like you give it back, you trying to be tough. You feel me? And that's where
That's a
folks
good
like,
point.
it's calling me out for.
That's good. Oh no, 80. 80's on the phone with me about it. 80, what do you think about that? Because that's true. Yo, so if the nigga called him a dick sucker early in the interview, why can't he just tell that nigga, nigga, suck my dick? Even though, granted, it's disrespect, but yo, 80, if you sitting down with a nigga, right? Like if me and you was doing an interview, and I'm like, man, 80, you just a dick sucker, bro. You would feel offended, wouldn't you?
Slap the shit out of you.
You would feel offended. So why can't Flacco?
I'm telling you.
Why can't Flacco feel offended too?
No, I wasn't like that, Act. I want you to watch the hour, and you see for yourself was Flacco tripping.
So you think he was trying him repeatedly type shit, like just kind of egging it on?
That nigga provoked that nigga for an hour. He don't seem to think that he did. But go look at the comments. Go look at what the people are saying.
I ain't gonna lie.
You listen, right? You listen to, but like, don't get me wrong, dude. You feel me, bro? Like, I definitely made some errors. You feel me? Right?
Hold on,
Like,
hold
from
on,
the
hold
interview.
on, hold on, Flacco. Wait.
Ask Flacco. And Flacco, can you hear me?
Yeah. But like, you're going in and out because of that shit.
Did I ask you? Did I ask you the next day? I said, so you still don't think that you did nothing wrong? You told me no, correct?
I just said I made like some errors and shit during like the interview. I just said that.
Yes or no? Did you do something wrong? Yes or no?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay. You told me that you didn't do nothing wrong, and when you talked to me today, you said I did something wrong. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know.
Huh?
Hey, you
Yo, Flakko, basically you say you confident, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
What?
You say you confident right now, bro. You said like, yo, you finally admitted that you did some wrong shit, bro. You did some wrong shit.
No. Listen up, right? So like, it's me like finally like watching it back. You feel
what
me?
you showed me in your phone,
Right?
I didn't want to big you out. You was not telling the truth when it came down to that, and I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Wait, say that one more time.
What he said somebody was sending him in the phone about 16, it was not true. I didn't big it out there, but what I read was not the truth. Flakko was not telling the truth when it came down to that. That shit was very one-sided. You feel me? That shit was not. I couldn't believe what the fuck was going on. But what I seen in that nigga phone, he was not keeping it 100.
Nah, Flakko, you gotta keep it 100, bro.
No.
Lying. You feel me?
Hear me out though, right?
Am I a liar, Flakko?
So like, right? It's kind of like also too, right, bro? Like
No, am I a liar,
me,
Flakko?
like
Hold on,
like
he
like
said is
anxious,
he
though,
lying
right?
or not, Flakko? Hold on.
No,
Yeah.
Flakko, answer
hear me out though, right?
Am I a liar?
Like so, like I had like a stutter, right? Right? Like so, like when I like say, like it's difficult, right? But like right? So like what happened, right?
Hold
Was
on. I ain't gonna lie. He said, I wish you was on. You don't got Discord, nigga? This thing is so gangsta, you don't got Discord, man. If you had
Discord on my phone. Hold on. Let me see something. We got Discord. Hold on. Let's get on Discord. Hold on.
Yo, who's the gangster producer for 80s streamer? Somebody get this nigga Discord, bro.
No, we got Discord. Hold on.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm about to send you the invite to my stream that we're gonna put everybody in the same channel. That niggas can see what's up.
We'll do it right now.
I'm gonna just text you it.
All right. Yeah.
I think is it discord.gg/academics? Man, this is crazy, man. Flakko, you good, bro?
yeah, man. Yo, listen, bro. Listen, right? Like I keep it a
Flakko,
buck. Also,
I'm gonna keep it
yo,
honest with you. Listen. I don't care what they said. Like I guess I don't know if people wanted me to diss you or nothing like that. I ain't gonna diss you, bro. But I don't want niggas to bully you neither, bro. Because when they bully you, they're trying to create like a Herb personality. Like, oh, the same way how we did act, we did this. No, don't. Nah. We ain't with that. We ain't with that bullshit. You feel me?
yo, listen to but act,
Hold on, let me see.
and that's why like I feel right. Like I get like way harder, right? Because like you made it though, right? So like if they're saying, damn, yo, like we like act made it. Now like the objective of like the street niggas like and on the internet is yo, like we like act made it, we can let this new nigga make it too. You feel me?
True.
Right? And that's why I get it, it's so tough. Bro, like for example, right, like I'm now hearing the shit that niggas is passing around like fake felonies, that I got felonies now. Like what the fuck?
Wait, what's that about? I'm gonna be honest with
Bro.
you, bro. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I think niggas really think that like I'm finna like beef with you, which I'm like,
Yeah.
this is the first time ever talking in life. But I have no problem with you. I've given some advice. You don't got to take it. You could do what you want to do. I haven't listened to
Take it
you
all, bro.
enough where I could be like, oh, you're copying or whatever. Or even if you are like, nigga, the mere fact I heard chat, nigga. Bro, you supposed to kind of fit in the realm of academics and the chat niggas if you a chat nigga, bro. I'm not mad. The fuck? It would be like, yo, imagine you promote Nike for like 20 years and then you see somebody who's competing with you, whatever, or is in the same realm as you and they're wearing Nikes. You're like, why are you wearing Nikes? No, so I'm glad that you a chat nigga. I'm glad you admit it, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck.
You're like, hey, bro, also too, right, bro? Listen, did you see like my response and shit, like when they, like put out like that, like fake shit about you, right? Like the audio,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
When I tell you, my nigga, bro, I was out here, my nigga, bro, seeing red on that shit, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I did. I watched that. I think that's the first time I watched it, and I watched it, and I was amazed by the fact that you knew a lot of history, and I said, oh, this isn't a fake chat nigga because he watches stuff that you would only get if you watch my stream. And when I talk about chat niggas, it's like people like I do a bunch of YouTube videos, but like, bro, I don't know who the fuck watches them. Them shits is just like it'd be like, oh, 400,000 views. I don't know who the fuck watches that. My stream, I see the same faces all the time. And when I seen you reference certain shit, I'm like, I don't know if people mention that now, thinking I'm like insecure still. And by the way, yo, I talked to Diamonds Live not too long ago, and I was just like, that's one of the things where I don't even know why me and Diamonds Live even got into it, because like I guess at that time I felt like I was, like I don't know if I felt threatened. Like it's probably a longer conversation me and him are gonna have, but like when I see you, I'm like, you're an extension of me. So it's like, like why the fuck would I be mad at you? I'm like, when you're successful, things gonna be like, yo, that's the influence of Ak, and this is what he's created, and this is this guy who's now doing his thing. Bro, I've been preaching this whole thing about new media, new personalities, fuck this other shit. Why would I be mad at you?
Man, yo, Ak, you know, like, right?
Eddie's here. I bet. I'm about to add him over, right? 80, I'm about to give you some rolls and shit, some shit. Hold on, my bad, boy. No. Keep going.
Right? Yo, niggas knew, right, bro, that, yo, damn, bro, yo, like, this nigga is really, like, an act, like, a real day one, like, bro, tell you this, right, bro, I've been a, like, chat nigga since fucking Lerman James, you feel me? Like, since, like, 300
shit.
niggas. Right? Right?
This nigga connected.
Right, so I've been, huh?
I said, you connected, nigga.
Right.
Right. Yo, 80, let me tell 80 just to join some shit, because I want all of us to talk. I told him. I gave you my... Oh, 80!
Can you hear me?
I know 80 up in the bitch.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, nigga, what up, nigga?
Oh, nigga, I didn't know how to work this shit. This is the first time doing this.
We in there.
We in here now.
Yo, 80, just make sure you keep a stick on you to hold my nigga Flakko down, man. Niggas gonna try to knock his head off, but hold it down, bro.
Hold on, man. We don't talk like that.
Oh, fuck.
AD,
bro.
AD, you can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. If a nigga touch Flakko, I'm gonna talk to you, bro. I'm gonna be like, yo, AD, why you do that to him, man? Why you let niggas like put hands on him like that, man?
Everybody out of No Jumper, would you say I'm the one that tries to help you and warn you more than anybody?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of times you don't listen to me, correct?
Nah, 80. Like, wait, right? Thing is this, right, bro? Is you see it as like, I don't listen to you, right? Opposed to me, like, bro, just like digesting shit and making corrections from your advice, right, bro? Like, for example, right, bro? If I'm on level 10, right? I don't like go from level 10 to level 1 and automatically, right? I'm still making like corrections, and digest. Like, for example, bro, like since like we talk, bro, you ever heard me say gang member, gang banger? What, like for like the last 2-3 weeks?
You said you like gang bangers, but you don't like gang. You also said that you want to take all the gang members and sit and take them to dinner.
No, no, wait.
I invited you to my house, right? Where I rest my head, right?
Yeah.
Okay, some niggas that I know my whole life ain't never been to where I rest my head at. That means that I got a certain level of trust when it come down to it. You feel me? I'm not gonna invite nobody to my home where my kids rest their head if I don't like a nigga or some weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
thing is, right? It's the chat though. It's who like says those things, right? I've always showed love, you feel, right? Like I've always like spoke about AD like in the highest of form, right? So like,
facts.
right? So like,
Flakko, could I ask you a question? I don't mean to cut you off. Could I ask you?
Yeah.
So, and I was asking AD this question before, and I want you to answer this truthfully. And this will tell me all I need to know in terms of how I believe y'all should proceed. When you're at No Jumper and you're doing the majority of what you're doing, and especially even during that particular clip that went viral, are you making content or are you being just real? And not because you're making content, you're not being real. What I mean, sometimes making content is let's go for the moment, right? And being real is like, fuck the moment. I just want people to watch the whole video. You get what I mean? So both could be great content. It's just that there's a time where you could get stuck in that phase where you're like, yo, man, we need the moment. I remember feeling that at times where I'm like, yo, damn, I need the moment, right? And sometimes you might be like, yo, damn. And then I'll even look back at interviews. I'm like, did I say that out of me wanting a reaction, or was I going to say that regardless, right? So I guess that's what I'm asking you. And by the way, I think it's also influenced by what Adam's perception is, because I think you probably realize Adam hired you for a specific reason. You know this, right?
Yo, so here, right? So let me just answer like the first question, right? And then like we can get Adam, though, right? So for me, right, bro, like my like objective, right, for content, right, is yo, bro, like I've been on the bench before, right? I was like just on the bench, like I'll say like a month ago, right? Meaning, yo, like it's like yo, like I'm on the sideline. So now that I'm on like an industry platform, I'm trying to ask every question that I know that if a nigga like me or the chat nigga.
Yo,
So
Flakko.
You wasn't on FaceTime with Kevo last week?
I was on FaceTime with Kevo. Remember what you said though, right? That I did not watch the interview before Kevo hit me up. That's not true, right? Because I posted about the interview like when it happened, bro.
16 off of what Kevo's team was telling you, correct?
Bro, that's not true.
I
watched the interview. Listen, right? So the Bandman Kevo and 16 interview, right, happened about what, like a month or two ago, right? I've been posted about it, been did everything, right? Now, right, so Kevo hit me up like when he seen me posting some shit and said, yo, that's not true. Can I come on the show and clear my name, right? Because 16 just had his opportunity to clear his name. I said, all right, cool. Y'all can come on and speak for like 5 minutes or so, you feel me? And they spoke, called him like a pedo or type of shit, you feel me, right? And then hung up, you feel me? Now, 16 had an issue with me calling him a cloud chaser. Again, from what I've already seen from him doing that interview with some Mickey guy, I believe that was the cloud chasing shit, you feel me? Now, the other shit, Bam McKelville's manager spoke for 5 minutes and uninterrupted, and 16 had a big issue with what bro said for like 5 minutes, right? But like, Bam McKelville and them never like told me, yo, bro, say this, like, or pay me, right? Which is also too, right? Like a big narrative, bro, that like I wasn't fucking with, right? Which is why, bro, I showed Blasey my Apple Pay, Cash App, and PayPal, right? Because that narrative, yo, a Ben McCall will pay that nigga to say this or like gas me up, bro. Like that's not true. You feel me, bro? Like at the end of the day, bro, I do have integrity.
Yeah, Flakko. I'm gonna give you some invaluable advice, right? I always told people this. The me who I became, and people like different versions of me. There's people who love the Warren Chirac version. Some people like when, you know, I used to just kind of blast all rappers versions, right? And then some people who might like those versions. They might say to me now, we don't like that you're in the position, or not even they don't like the position I'm in. They're like, yo, you're too cool with rappers, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I stand on is this. There was times when I was doing content where I was uneducated. And what I mean by uneducated, like when I did the Warren Chirac, I never knew them niggas. I never talked to them niggas. I never even thought about some of the stuff they might be going through. I was just going off. It was funny. It was cool. Whatever. Granted, if I was a couple years older and if I knew them, I wouldn't do that. And what I mean I wouldn't do that is just like the content would be different. Not saying better for words, but it would be different. So it's one of those things where like I think what I've heard that how you approach stuff, it's
Yeah.
great if you have no access. Like when I literally remember I used to do the Warren Sharp, I was shocked that these things listened to me. I'm like, what y'all listening
Hassan underscore Mars donated to the Mafia.
What the fuck?
My guy really broke this whole thing down like lawyers, and that's
That's
coming
AD
from what
shit.
probably
Yo,
really has shut the bottom after this
yeah.
one.
So the point what I was trying to say is like at the beginning, my perspective was, oh, I'm just talking as a fan, right? This is before I've ever been on Complex Everyday Struggle, before I got to a certain type of platform. Once I start getting to a platform where I could reach out to rappers, it was going to be disingenuous for me to, be performative. Because, for example, if I could talk to you about some shit and I could get the answers, why act ignorant? Now you feel like you're playing a role. And and this is where, you being on No Jumper matters. You see, if you were just on your channel, right? And I don't know how many subscribers or whatever you would have. But if you're just going off or whatever and you're giving your opinion, it's whatever. But this is, I realize where the test is. You're not going to, it's actually, it looks weird on you to act like you're not responsible for, certain shit and you're just acting as a fan when you're at the level where you're on a platform even like No Jumper. Or, for example, like me. You get me? I would love to act like I'm only just a fan, but no, I can't. You know why? Because I have to really be honest with everyone to know that, it's littered with a bunch of personal experience, knowledge, talking to other people, this and third, and that's just the truth, right? So I guess what I'm asking you is that a lot of times, the easiest thing to entertain an audience is just kind of like, saying what the chat says. You get me? Saying what the chat thinks. But if you become someone who says what the chat says or the chat thinks, you lose what you think. Because I'm constantly trying to educate the chat about what I've learned. Because if I act like y'all, we won't get anywhere. If the blind's leading the blind, we go nowhere. So I guess this comes into like, and this is here's the full question before I throw it to you, is I don't want to say performative. Are you asking, is every question you're asking out of genuine curiosity or just asking because you feel like the people are intrigued, and sometimes their intrigue might not even be because they want to hear the truth. It might just be because they want to hear just agitation, right? Like I'll interview people or whatever, and if I say, yo, send me some questions, they might be like, yo, ask so-and-so why blah, 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 and it's just, that's a question or whatever to agitate someone. And I don't really need, like, I kind of know what it is. You know what I mean? So I guess that's what I'm asking you, because what your genuine motive is going to tell me why you're having these, like, these moments like this, and also where you're going to.
Yeah, definitely, right? So, like, for me, right, bro, it's like, and I never, like, go into it. Like, for example, right, bro, like, yo, I've never had an interview, right? Like where like things ended bad. You feel me, right? So like my like track record is, yo, like I've never like gone into something saying, yo, I'm trying to agitate, ask some tricky questions, catch them slipping, right? Or like malicious intent. No, right? I'm just going in like trying to, well, one, right? Like,
but if you interview somebody that you about to tell suck your dick, like, it ain't gonna turn good. Like put like this. Like I've done, like, for example, I always said, yo, when I interviewed Soulja Boy on not off the record, it was Everyday Struggle. Like I wanted him to call me a bitch, and I wanted to talk shit to him and call him a fraud. Like that was just strictly for the moment, right? So like, however that went there, I was gonna just take it, be like, yo, nigga, I knew that was gonna be a moment. I was just trying to get it. Now, if me and Soulja Boy was having an honest conversation and just like, just try to really progress, it wouldn't go like that. But of course, we're thinking about content, right? I wanted the nigga who was shouting all the time online, and that's the point what I'm trying to say, because you're on, like, I don't know if you've accepted this part, but the platform you're on is not yours. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the platform that you're on is not yours and the people that are showing up is not for you. Like, for example, right now, anybody who shows up to my studio trying to do off the record, I could kind of say anything to. You know why? They're showing up for me. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I remember shit, like, there was some times where when Joe was, like, kind of, like, sitting out for whatever, and people showed up trying to see him. I couldn't get shit off because, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, we just got a Remy Ma interview, like, scheduled. And the last time I sat with Remy Ma was when Remy Ma showed up to Everyday Struggle, but she wanted to see Joe. But Joe was, like, protesting that day. And this might not make sense in terms of, like, the timeline or like, the context of what I'm trying to say. But the point was that she essentially didn't want to hear all that other shit. You know what I mean? She came for something else. And even though it was half of the platform, she didn't want to hear that. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, where, like, your curiosity as a fan is great on your channel, right?
Yeah.
But you're on No Jumper. Now you're on No Jumper, where you're represented by not only the brand, which Adam owns, but if you're sitting next to AD, you have to think about him as well, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you're firing off certain shit, he might look weird too, right? If he's sitting next to you.
yeah, of course.
I'm again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm just trying to give you that perspective, because I see you as somebody who you could get it cracking on YouTube, but I think you get it cracking by yourself. You feel me? Not where everybody else is liable for what you got going on.
And Flakko, didn't I tell you that's what Akademiks was telling you?
Yeah. Definitely, right? So like, my thing is this, right? Is, well, one, I definitely understand, like, that advice act, and that advice I will, like, take moving forward. You feel me, right? Like, where it's like, yo, listen, man, like, yo, like, I just started, like, my, like, Twitch, right? So, like, so, like, I can hop on my Twitch and my YouTube channel, you feel me, and go off and spaz out, and rant for like 20 hours, right? So that I would, like, start doing. And now when it comes to, like, my like, No Jumper content, you feel me, man, right? If I got to give niggas, like, level 2 Flakko on No Jumper, and then take, like, the, like the wild rants to, like, my, like, own channel, I definitely got to do that, right? Because, like, like, just watching back, like, that interview, bro, you feel me, man? Like, I did like the person I saw, right? Which is, like, a nigga who was just angry, right? And again, and doing part 2, because, again, like, folks seen, like, me saying suck my dick, but they didn't see him, you feel me? Like, agitate as well, right? So I definitely get that part, right? Which is like, yo, like, like, don't go over the board on No Jumper, because that's not your brand. And if niggas gotta, like, sit next to you and be accountable for you, you always want to put them in a comfortable situation.
Yeah, no, well, it's not like don't go just overboard because it's not your brand. It's just like, if you're gonna be yourself and do that, you need to know that's where you got to be able to hold it down on every level. You get what I mean? And I think when you do that, you could hold it down on your own platforms. But when it comes to shit like that, bro, your job at that day was to interview him. That's your job.
Yeah.
Your job wasn't like, he's not doing you a favor, nothing like that. Your job is to interview him, right? And then you have AD who's with you. So it's only so much disrespectful you could be. That's all I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? Just because of that platform. Now, and by the way, I got it. Shit, I used to like interview people or whatever. I used to come back on my Twitch after Everyday Struggle and just kind of be like, yo, nah, this shit, like, give it up. I'm not telling you not to give it up. I'm not telling you to change your personality. You get me?
Of course. Yeah.
If anything, I'm trying to empower you.
Yeah, of course.
Do the most of that on your shit. But when you're on No Jumper shit, just make sure you're realizing you're compromising everybody else, because some people might have relationships. Some people might just mere necessity. They're sitting next to you, and again, me and Adam were cool. So like we just he looks at content a certain way. He might be like, no, this is great, but for somebody like AD, he might be like, nah, this makes us uncomfortable now because it makes it seem like I'm fucking with some shit that I wouldn't fuck with outside of content. I get you. You're doing content, brother. You get me? But
Yeah, of
I'm gonna
course.
be honest with you. It's that you have to think about the platform you're on, and I would just suggest you do it mostly on your shit. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to get down how you want to get down.
You're definitely right, cause bro, listen, man, like I'll keep it a buck, man. Like so, yeah, I was like real consistent and like on my channel, and actually like this whole incident like got me like I'm back consistent now, right? Where I took like a week off, right? Right? So like I usually post like probably like 3-4 times a day, right? And then I took like a week off, right? Because bro, listen up, man, bro, like Adam like changed my life, right? Right, like bro, like he's paying me well. My like Instagram went up, I'm charging promos there, right? So like due to like me now making like more money than I've ever had in my life, I've gotten like mad lazy, right? So I did take a break from like my channel, but bro, like now, bro, like I'm back on it now, right? To where now like uh, I'm posting like like just mad like often now, and putting like and just like 1,000% me and all my takes back on my channel, right? Which now I do understand, right? You know, like no jumper is a job to me. You feel me? And and even
That's how you're supposed
like
to look at
today,
it. Hey, and not to cut you off, let me tell you this.
right?
You see, AD is himself, and I know AD
Yeah,
not playing a role. He not acting. He not faking a funk. That's him. And by the way, I really think AD got a lot of pull because when it comes to anything beyond just business wise, I think AD's gonna be involved when it comes to no jumper. You
Real
yeah,
get me?
shit.
This is where now I focus on you, Flacco. Right?
yeah.
Everything you have going on, and what you want to do is I just don't want you to be someone that's setting yourself up to be sacrificed.
Got you.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I know where it goes from here. It's gonna be a title. It's gonna be viral. And by the way, they'll rock you to sleep with the virality of it. Oh yeah. Oh. Flacco said this. Then two of the homies jumped him, beat his ass on camera. Watch the
yeah,
full video on Patreon. But of course, that headline right onto the beep is gonna be great. That's not gonna help you. You get what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, of
That's
course.
not gonna help you. Like you're at no jumper, but know how to play the game. If you don't want to
Yeah,
play the game, and this is one of the reasons I even said this before. If you don't want to play the game and you want to be whatever, do it on your own platform, brother. But
yeah. Got you.
don't go over there trying to get yourself killed.
Real shit.
Yo, facts.
Don't go over there trying to get yourself killed, my nigga. Please don't do it. And
Yeah,
don't go over there. And this is why when I addressed AD, and I'm glad he came on here because I wanted to see if AD was with you just getting embarrassed, and it don't seem like he trying to get you embarrassed. He seemed like he's trying to help. So you know what
yeah.
it's
Of course.
telling me for you, bro. Don't break your back. Don't break your neck. Don't get embarrassed. Don't get tarnished. Because one of the things I also tell you, my nigga, I think about even to this day, I'm like, damn, I was so new to this, like, like the professional game. I remember sitting, I'm like, yo, I'm so happy to be a complex. And the whole thing with like Vic Mensa, I'm like, man, like I never felt that nigga was gonna beat me up, nothing like that. But like even to this day, I still feel like yo, maybe I should have acted out a little bit more. But really, bro, I was working at Complex, bro. I was working
Right.
at Complex. That whole moment they own. They've demonetized off of. They've done great off of that shit. I welcome Vic Mensa to come on off the record. That shit filmed in my shit. I own everything. All the people you're gonna run into is my people. We could do whatever. And by the way, also I own the edits. So I ain't gonna look weird. You gonna look weird.
Not facts.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
The only thing I would say in conclusion of, I know me and you, we talked a lot, but just don't let the don't let what other people and the fact of being viral make you feel like whatever that went on was good.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
You might have been viral this week, but just remember later on when somebody thinks about you, they're going to say, oh, he got spat on. That's not cool.
yeah, yeah.
So think about also not every, and that's one thing I do like about AD and even T-Raw. Like, I don't think they chase viral moments at all. Because sometimes these viral moments, like you'll embrace it in the beginning and then it'll turn out to haunt you. Look at the shit they said about me, bro.
Yeah, no fact.
It turns out to haunt you because then you start getting your own head because you're like, you're trying to disprove these things, and the only way to disprove these things is by doing more shit. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to the point where I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm waiting for the next nigga to really come on an interview with me and call me a bitch, nigga. We gonna really get it in. Not on some real shit.
But the great case of the beats.
But
Give
yo,
them something.
but now it has you thinking differently and moving differently when you shouldn't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fact. Yeah, man. Yo, like, honestly, man, like my whole thing is, bro, yo, like the viral moments is cool though, bro. But like, I'm trying to like, like be like the, like Charlemagne. Like I'm trying to like get to where like you guys are. For me, right? Like the Charlemagne's, the Academics, the Starbuck Wild, right? Like I'm trying to be in that class and that echelon in 10 years, right, bro? Like I'm doing like everything I can, bro. Like I got into like speech classes now. You feel me, right?
Oh, wow, good
So
job.
like
Hey,
I'm doing everything I can. You feel me to
Hold
get
on.
there, And
One thing I'll tell you this though. If I was coming up now, I mean this sincerely. And by the way, for anybody watching, whether you're Flakko 3.0 or you want to be Act later or you want to be Flakko, who cares? I'm giving you honest advice. I'm giving you really honest advice. If your mode shouldn't be to be Act or be Charlemagne, or this, like the time has changed.
yeah,
Just remember that. You could take pieces of what we do. Just like if I was to, Charlemagne used to literally say, listen, salute to all my white Nubian queens. Bro, you can't, that's a dub now, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like, you have to evolve. You have to know, like, yo, okay, even if, like, you might be like, yo, nah, Act the greatest. You take, I'm like, oh, I'm going to take some of his speech patterns, some of this, whatever, but I ain't going to take those views because now I got to evolve. That's how I go. You get what I mean? And if you're not taking and trying to evolve, you're going to fuck yourself up. You get me?
No,
also, I'm going to be honest with you, too. I think if you're going to be under the No Jumper brand, you need to probably also respect and understand that when somebody like a nigga like AD tells you some shit, and I had this conversation with someone who was my intern before, yes. I said, yeah, it might not sound like whatever, but he's speaking on strictly on how to make sure you don't get into problems, because being in LA and being in that environment is much different than just doing it from your crib in North Dakota, right? That's where you're from?
Yeah.
Exactly. So you're in LA, bro, if that nigga is fucking talking to you, bro, or he's giving you some advice, if you're trying to really still be you got two options. You could be like, nah, I want to do it my way. Fuck y'all. I'm going home to do it online. And you have all right to do that, right?
And as a man, that's cool.
And by the way, that's what I've been trying to tell you. If you want to give it up how you been giving up, I say go home and do it online. You'll still blow up. Nigga, you don't need, like, don't think mainstream is like pretty lights and cameras, my nigga, or mainstream is whatever. Nigga, Adam came to my shit. Nigga, Adam knows, nigga, I still do 80% of content from my crib. You don't need none of that shit. Don't let people think, don't think that money or whatever, like, nigga, the moment niggas, like, or like, AD has this huge audience, bro, it don't matter if he's on No Jumper or not. This is the internet, bro. You don't need no cosign after you've been exposed. Okay, you got it for the exposure, but if you might come to crossroads like, Nah, I don't want to do like that. I'm about to go home. All right, cool. But now that might help you out. You know why? Shit, niggas ain't gonna be pulling up on you doing whatever. But as long as you in that motherfucking building over there, right?
Be cool.
Sure, not only be cool, niggas like AD, you got to make sure you're operating where you're not fucking your own self up, because you're gonna don't set yourself up to get knocked out or embarrassed.
Oh yeah, of course.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. Yo, like also too, man, bro, like like it's like, I don't think right, like I tell like AD, right, like like this enough though, right, and it was today that like I realized, damn, bro, like I never told bro thank you for like having my back, right? I never like told him like thank you, right? I'm just thinking, yo, like he knows how much I love him, right? He knows how much I admire him, right? I didn't know until today, like when I seen like, yo, he's telling you like, yo, damn, bro, like these niggas like thinking that like I'm bullying, blah blah blah, opposed to just giving game. And I didn't know, damn, bro, I probably should have like spoke up sooner, right? If I would have like seen that shit, right? I probably should have like said, yo, bro, like the talk in the chat is capped, right? So, I definitely gotta like appreciate AD more. Now, question for you, Act. Like, do you really think that we sound alike, or do you think that niggas just be
Akademiks, nigga? That is your Lord and Savior.
huh?
You
Yo,
sound
listen,
like that, nigga.
you listen up, bro. I love Act, man.
So other than me talking to you right now, the only time I've ever heard you was literally when you and AD was talking about like the shit with me. I don't necessarily think we sound alike, but there's times I stutter, and I think you definitely stutter a bunch. But like I've heard people who try to bring you up in a light to get me to like not like you. They're like, yo, he uses some of your phrases, like whatever the case is, like, and I'm like, bro,
yeah, the grade A nigga shit, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't trip over shit like that, and I mean, I think over time you'll find your own like complete voice that people won't even think about me when they think about you. But I will say this, my whole thing, and I think this is where I think AD agrees with this. Like, bro, I don't want to see you go through some of the stuff I went through. You feel me? And what I mean by that is like, bro, I don't want you to get embarrassed. I don't want you, you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a lot of times, even that everyday struggle, bro. Like I remember leaving the building thinking, man, maybe I should just quit. And when I mean quit, like, yo, I'm like, yo, damn, did Joe get my back here, whatever the case is? And then for him, he was looking like, bro, well, we're our own type of, individuals. Like, you've been doing this, you just did this at the crib. Now you're doing this out here. Like, you got to make a choice. Like, what's up? So, for you, I don't know what you felt about that, but I felt a way about it for you. And I was like, yo, dog, if you're going to be doing that there because Adam hired you, if Adam says to you like, yo, bro, I want you to do the crazy shit. I want you to agitate niggas and get these moments. I want you to say to Adam, I bet this is what I'm going to need to do it. And you know what you're going to need? Security. You're going to need make sure the whole team is on board. And also, again, because the whole team ain't on board, because if you're sitting next to AD and you're like, yo, I don't know this nigga was doing all this shit, you need to be on board with what you're doing. Otherwise, you're doing it for no reason if you're doing it there. Do it on your own platform, my nigga.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, Act, bro. Yo, Act, like, like, I'm definitely gonna, like, bring it in, right? Now, also, too, though, I do want to say this, though, right, regarding Adam. Now, Adam has, like, called me, and he's, like, has told me, like, the opposite, right, of, yo, listen, man, like, like, you're, like, I love your energy. I love how real and authentic you are, but you probably, don't want to, like, like, make more enemies than friends, right? So Adam has been, like, trying to, like, reel me in. But after, like, the spitting thing, I'm definitely listening now, bro. I'm definitely receptive. After this conversation, bro, like, you are going to see, like, a big change, man.
Wait, what the fuck? Yo, chat. Who the hell donated? I'll never get donations. Anyway, yo, brother. Like again, and I get what you're saying. Just make sure you're straight. Also, don't, but chill with jumping out the window. I think AD said some great and important things, and this is why I know AD's smart. AD's, if you ask me, shit. If it's not Adam, it's probably him. That's probably the main personality over there. Nigga, he ain't jumping out. He understands it's Adam's platform. He's gonna use it. He's gonna leverage it. You know, he's gonna make great content there, but he ain't gonna try to get killed on there. Okay,
Not definitely.
big fucking important thing. Okay, he's not over there like, yo, listen, man, I like just for y'all to click, I'll die over this shit.
Real shit.
Don't let
Of
that
course.
be you, brother.
And I ain't gonna throw none of my niggas under the bus either.
That we've seen that too. That's a fact. Which I think you could learn from that, because I think even what AD's doing now, and I think what you've probably done even before, that's how you got recognition. Man, listen, learn to leverage. You know what I mean? Shit, nigga, if you giving it up, quote unquote, whatever on the jumper, nigga, on your shit, give it up a little bit more. But even then, you have to be very careful. You're still there. You know what I mean? Again,
Yeah, of course.
one of the things with me is that, bro, nobody saw me till 2017. And it wasn't like, I hate that you're not outside shit. I never interacted with the industry. You know what I mean? I never, like, literally, me and a rapper wouldn't be in a place unless I paid to be in a club. You know what I mean? Whatever you say now, them niggas is coming in probably the next couple weeks. And again, you're going to put yourself in a very tough situation. Not saying you ain't supposed to stand on business or do what you got to do, but just don't get killed over that shit, man. That's where I could understand what AD's saying.
You're right. Act right.
And by the way, I'm not telling you to be pussy either. I'm definitely not telling you to be pussy.
No.
I'm telling you, give it up. But if you're going to give it up on your own platform, brother. You feel me? You know why? You control everything. Because I remember every time I try to give it up on complex shit, I always look like the sucker. You see when I give it up on my shit now? I'm always the boss. Remember that.
You listen, right? You listen, bro. Like, I definitely agree, right? Now, like, my thing is though, right? Act, like, so Diamond's live for advice. You feel me, right? Because right now, bro, like, I have Diamond's live, right? But like, they've never, I guess, like, walked in like these shoes, because, like, right, like, they're like a different type of creator. You feel me, right? So, bro, like, I would just like love to just be able to hit you on IG, Twitter, right? And just ask for advice.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Did you follow me? You just hit me, bro.
Yo, your DMs be busy, you feel me? Because you don't see none of it.
Curve.
Yeah.
No.
He curved the fuck out of you.
No. Yo. I'm gonna be honest. Yo, I try to give people. Yo, AD, like, yo, I remember when I was on the other side, bro. Like, niggas used to do. The reason why, if I was a jealous nigga, or if I felt that, I would have bombed on this nigga, bro. But that's not like, I remember when niggas used to play me, bro. So I'm just like, yo, dog, do your thing, just don't get played. But also, like, be honest with yourself and be careful where you're at. Because again, I don't want you to get really, like, nigga, you in LA. I really think, nigga, you can get packed out there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even worse.
You get packed out there, and then, bro, somebody else enjoying the views of you just getting punked or played with or motherfucking killed or some shit like that. Dog, that's not worth it. And that's where I think, a nigga like AD helping you and kind of be like, yo, bro, okay, chill with that. And by the way, here's the thing. The greatest people are the smartest ones. You can still have an edge. You can still be whatever. You know what I mean? You can still address certain shit, but you also know where boundaries are. You get what I mean? Like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I told about this then. I bet. Like, you know what I mean? That's where creativity comes in. So don't trip. You know what I mean? But, nigga, definitely don't get your head knocked off. It wouldn't. I felt like I would be a fake ass nigga if I seen some dumb shit happen to you and I'm like, oh yeah, fuck that nigga. Nah. Yeah, I don't think AD strike he leading you wrong either, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Definitely, man. AD definitely it has been like a great resource. Bro, I remember like when I first like, like got there, right? I I think some like Crips niggas called cause like they like thought like they thought that I was a Flacco that I wasn't, right? So apparently like they had some
Oh
beef with some
shit.
other Flacco shit. So I almost got like packed out and like, violated, right? Like
Okay.
over, like mistaken identity, right? But then AD, let's squared it out for me, So, like bros definitely appreciate it.
Nigga, basically AD is telling you that if you get packed out, you gonna deserve the shit, nigga. Like
Yo, I be
yo,
chilling on man, bro. Like,
Shut the fuck up. You do not be chilling.
yo, listen,
yo,
yo,
AD, yo, call that nigga out, man, cause he talking like he
Man,
does be
he
cooling
don't be
right now.
chilling.
yo,
Yeah,
but
yeah, hold on. Let's talk real. Flacco,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not the prototypical person who's been on No Jumper as any type of contributor. You're
no,
on there as the shit talker and agitator, and like the majority of people are not that. You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
So do not act like you just on that shit like, oh yeah, everything is cool. I love everybody. No.